Comedy talk at its worst. It's the Lunatic Radio Show.
It's really nice to be...
Will you look at that? Whatever. Hi, Rock. Welcome.
What's up?
It is the... why? Oh, there it is. Maybe I'm working now. I have coronavirus disease COVID-19. That's what I have. I don't even know if the show's playing or not.
It says on YouTube, it says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering.
Oh, what does that mean? I don't know.
It's all words. I don't know.
Word up, everybody.
Are you on one of your OnlyFans sites right now? Is that why?
Be honest, I don't know. I'm just trying to get everything situated as we do the broadcast.
You're streaming some porn star right now?
I don't know what I'm doing. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the radio broadcast. It is the end of the world as we know it.
Yeah, really? I would love to play that song, but then you would get copyright infringements.
Yeah. I mean, our video just got screwed up. I don't know.
Coronavirus. It's attacking the broadband. Who knew?
From the last time we did the radio broadcast, Lunatic Radio Show, I'm Kieran. That's Rockaway over there in ground. What would you call it, Rock? Would you call it ground zero? No, that would be a takeoff of 9/11.
Yeah, really. Come on, let's be original here.
I would say
the epicenter.
The epicenter of the coronavirus. 6 miles away. 6 miles away from the epicenter of the coronavirus. In beautiful New York. There you go. Westchester County. Rock is
bizarre. It's bizarre. You
Yeah.
know, you're just trying to live your life, and you just know like there's a quarantine circle of a mile radius.
Yeah.
Not terribly far away.
Yeah.
But, I think things are going to be starting to really lock down this week even further. So whatever roaming we're doing now is going to be a lot more limited next week.
Yeah.
Or this coming week, rather.
Life as we know it has changed, Rock.
Yeah.
Everything is shut down. World's coming to an end. You ever...
I like to hope it's all temporarily, though. I hope it's just temporary. You know, because after 9/11, like our world was changed, and that was forever because of security measures and kind of like, you know, taking a second glance if something seems kind of weird. Like that was a forever change. Like, would this be a forever change? I don't know.
Well, some people say like because of the vaccines, it's going to take like a year and a half. They're saying we're going to go through these ebbs and flows of the, increases in the virus going around and all this. I'm like, oh, Christ, everything's like we're not going to have sports, I feel like, for like a year.
That would be terrible.
I woke up Saturday morning. I'm going, it's going to be great. I was, a whole self-quarantine. I self-quarantine every night. I've been self-quarantining for 4.5 years.
He's like, I got the social distancing thing down. Just don't take my sports.
It's not a big deal. It's like I'm going to watch the Players Championship down there in Jacksonville, Florida, and that's gone. They took away golf, Rock.
I know. I heard the moment I saw it on the ticker, I heard a scream for the far distant reaches of Arizona. No!
What the fuck?
Seriously, that is like an isolated game. They could have kept doing that. They could have kept playing.
Yeah, everything's gone. So I was like, man, I really have nothing to watch. I got CNN. That's it.
See what happened? You screwed up because you knocked out all these documentaries and stuff on Netflix too quickly.
Yeah,
you didn't really set up you didn't pad yourself for the potential of a virus outbreak.
I watched I recently watched one like it was called Contagion or some shit.
Oh yeah, that's good. That'll help. Yeah. That helps the mind.
I was like, man, I really got prepared for this shit. I didn't,
taking notes.
You watch those Discovery shows, just like, oh, end of the world. Like Yosemite's a big volcano, and if it goes off, the world's over. Or you watch the the Contagion one or the whatever virus, worldly virus thing. You're like, it's never gonna happen. And here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. Fucking A.
It's just bizarre. It's like all over the world. It's so bizarre.
Yeah. That's how
you usually hear about things, anything from war to even diseases and stuff. Now I understand AIDS was a big deal, But I don't know. This is more massive and more problematic than AIDS. At least that's the impression I'm getting.
Are we knocking AIDS off its high horse right now?
Yeah, really. Magic Johnson's like, damn.
AIDS is just fucking wandering around out there going, yeah, I'm the fucking MJ of diseases.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I'm the Michael Jordan. Fuck off, coronavirus. But no.
Yeah.
Coronavirus is, it's not so bad, but everybody's got it. You know?
That's the worst part. Like, you may not even know you have it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, I'm like, well, you know what? You know what this might teach us, Rock? It might teach all the fucking dirty scumbags out there to be a little fucking more hygienic. You know?
Like who? What dirty scumbags?
Everybody. There's a lot of people out there that are not hygienic. You ever go to Walmart? There you go. There's your answer. Right? You walk by, just like, even like folks, you know, you walk by and there's like, they're fucking hawking loogies everywhere. Right. You know, it's just, it's gross. I mean, I'm guilty of it. I fucking do it all the time, you know, but I'm just like, you know, I'm not doing that stuff. I'm like, I'm cautious about washing my hands, cleaning down shit. Maybe it's going to teach the human race
to be clean,
to be cleaner.
I like it. I like it. I like that world. That's a world I want to live in.
Yeah, speaking to a guy in Rock who used to have crying fits, like in the Crying Game, the movie, when he would, take a dookie in the bathroom because what his body was producing was too disgusting.
Wait a minute. Used to? Still have. I guess fake news here.
I guess the wife got over that one.
Gotta pick your battles, right?
Take your Kleenex and your toilet paper. Go to the bathroom, honey.
Right, exactly. Everyone's hoarding toilet paper. I'm hoarding tissues. I cry.
Yeah, you're a real scumbag. Hoarding toilet paper and Kleenex tissues.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we have to do both.
Because you have a crying fit every time you take a dupe.
Have you hoarded anything, Kieran, since you kind of, accepted this reality we live in?
Well, no. Because
you haven't like doubled up on your dip purchases.
No, I have not. I'm not one of them hoarders. I'm more of a
lesser. You're like, fuck it, I'm not going to the store.
Yeah, I'm kind of a minimalist. I use my socks for a variety of things, Rock.
Right.
It will not be for wiping my ass. I tell you that though.
It's going to be great when we all come out of this and like the world is leveled. There's going to only be a few people. Kieran's going to be one of those people because, he thinks outside the box with all these scenarios. And that's the type of people that are going to survive this.
Yeah, fucking
guys who have multi-purposes for their socks.
Hey, don't use that sock. Yeah, right. That one's got a double duty, triple duty, actually. Wear it on my feet.
Goes Kieran's going to be a leader of a tribe in the future. The sock has more uses than you think.
By the way, if you want to call into the program, 716-325-0299. We'll take your...
I think people are around, right?
We'll take your coronavirus calls.
Oh, really?
If you want to, participate in the radio program. If you're home there self-quarantining, we want to know what you're doing, spending your time there in isolation. I'm used to this isolation stuff. I'm single. I live alone. It's not a big deal. I just fucking, I literally nothing has changed for me other than the fact that somebody knocked on my door the other day. And that is strange. No one's ever knocked on my door before. And I literally thought it was coronavirus knocking on my door going, hey man, it's your turn. I don't know. I didn't answer it. The doorbell rang. I did not answer it. I was like, I thought it was some sort of quarantining thing or somebody's going to tell me that they have coronavirus in my complex, and I'm like, I don't even want to know. Man. Don't worry about it. I'm not even coming out. I'm not even coming out of this place. And if I do, it's at 1:30 in the morning to run up to fucking Circle K to get some dip.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, let's hope they don't set up a curfew over there in Arizona. They're doing that in New Jersey. So
yeah, I heard the town of Hoboken and what is it? Is it Trenton? What's the other? Tribeca? What's the other one? There's another one, another town there.
Teaneck?
Teaneck. That's what it is. They have the curfew, 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah. Yep. Nothing good happens after 10 o'clock. So.
Well, the one in Hoboken, though, was all stemmed from a bar fight. And, like, the EMTs couldn't get there in time because of all the other flooding with people calling about, the virus. it took them, and it was like a mayhem going on, and they were just like, all right, fuck this. No one can go drinking during this virus thing. We got to set up 10 o'clock is good. Everybody go fucking home, you know, because they're getting, I mean, the hospitals are overflooded anyway.
Yeah. And the reality is, unfortunately, that if you are sick this goes for any cold or anything, like boozing ain't going to help. I'm sorry. It's not going to really be helpful. So.
Fucking boozing doesn't help anything, man. It really doesn't. Just fucks up every
It helps create time warps. That's what it's good for. You want a time warp.
You want to shorten your life, you know, so to speak, just fucking booze a little bit because you forget about half the days.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, so
I drink I drink on a Friday night. You know, my weekend's literally 6 hours because I'm hungover for fucking day and a half. Really does.
So
suck.
are you locked in now? Or do you still get to go out to work, or are they? What's the deal?
Unfortunately, Rock, I am one of those guy who works with his hands, so I'm fucked. I'm part of the workforce that's going to be fucked right off the bat. So, but yeah, no, I have to go to work in order for me to make money. I have to go to work. I can't be working from home. Yeah, and if I was, able to work from home, I wouldn't be working. So it's kind of good that I'm going, but I am a little leery about, mingling. I'm a little worried about mingling. I don't like mingling now.
Well, right. Yeah. They're going to have to, I'm sure there's going to have to be some, rule set in place, to kind of reduce it.
6 weeks, 6 feet away from the kid. Don't fucking talk to me. Stop spitting when you speak. Stories short. No water cooler moments.
This is a perfect world for Kieran.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Kieran really can't ask for much more.
Dude, for hermits, this is perfect. This is your, and I am kind of a hermit. I don't mind it. I don't have the sex thing. I don't have a sex addiction. Porno's always going to be there. The day that they really somebody hacks porn and takes it off the internet, that's when you can see mayhem in the streets. That's when
apparently, and this probably doesn't come as any surprise that they're doing very well right now. That industry, the online industry,
absolutely, they are
doing very, very well right now. Because the other thing is now that strippers can't really go to work, so they're just setting up like OnlyFans websites and they're making the money that way.
I was thinking about how like in the news this past week, literally the world has changed since Rock and I did the last show like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's true.
Literally, we were arguing about politics. I think the last show we did, and now it's just like, who gives a shit about the elections? I don't care about it at all. I could care less if we even have a president anymore, because what we have right now is just like, he literally did a press conference today. It was like, I had a meeting with the guys at Walmart. Everybody buy less shit. And
that was really that was it.
And he said something about the fake news, like something with Google.
Oh, right.
He's like, yeah, you guys said that Google fucking we're having a fight. And no. And he held up some piece of paper and just dropped it in front of the press corps. And then he's like, I'm going to make some phone calls. I stood at the door. See you later. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
He has zero interest in this.
Yeah, but over the last 2 weeks, the phrase self-quarantining.
Yes.
I have not heard that in my life more times than it's just everybody's self-quarantining. And it got me to thinking. Like, here's an example. Ted Cruz
said he will self-quarantine after interacting with an individual at the Conservative Political Action Conference.
Imagine if self-quarantining really meant I'm going to hibernate to masturbate. Self-quarantining meant masturbation.
Tonight, Texas Senator Ted Cruz said he will self-quarantine after interacting with an individual at the Conservative Political Action Conference.
Right?
Kieran likes a good self-quarantining.
Fuck yeah. Because back in college, we used to call masturbating, the guys used to. They called it self-beats.
Oh, all right.
Self-beats. It's not too far off from self-quarantining.
Right.
Not too far off. Like, I could see that, a couple of fellas being like, yeah, man, Billy, I'm going to go self-quarantine for 10 minutes. I'll be back. And now we know what you're doing.
So that's what Ted Cruz is doing right now?
Yeah,
self-quarantining.
So if you think about that, the next time you watch the news and a news head comes on and goes.
Tonight, Texas Senator Ted Cruz said he will self-quarantine after interacting with an individual.
I mean, I'm always self-quarantining after I interact with an individual with,
yeah,
titties and a vagina, maybe. I think about self-quarantining after that. All right, let's look at some photos of
photos.
Yeah, I mean, this is radio.
Yeah, people self-quarantining.
Rock literally lives from how far do you live from the town of New Rochelle, Rock?
Oh, about 7-8 miles.
7-8 miles, Rock. 7-8 miles from. I believe I have the chart here, the COVID-19 chart. I don't know if this is completely
you have a
up to
chart?
date. I have a chart, Rock. Here it is. This is the chart of the United States and the cases of the coronavirus per state. Now, according to this one, I don't know how recent this one is. I think it's like a day behind this one because I believe Idaho has a case of coronavirus, and on this
West Virginia's still in the clear, huh?
West Virginia has 0 cases. The coronavirus just did not. That means no one's going to West Virginia, and no one's.
They're not even giving tests. Do you really need them?
No one's leaving and coming back. No one's going in. I don't even know if West Virginia actually has an airport. To be honest with you, I lived there for 2.5 years. I don't even know if it has a fucking airport. I'm not positive.
That's one way to prevent the virus.
Yeah, there's no fucking airport. But Rock lives in the great state of New York, where I'm from. He currently lives. He's 6 miles from the biggest cluster of coronavirus cases. Right, Rock?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to say the least. It's kind of creepy and scary.
So 6 miles from Rock's house, and I got images on YouTube. If you're watching live on YouTube, it looks like Outbreak. It looks like the movie Outbreak, where everybody's dressed in hazmat suits. Cars are pulling up to a person in a hazmat suit. They're taking down information. IDs have to be shown at the window from inside of your car. Windows are rolled up.
Yep, that's it. That's what it looks like.
This is 6 miles away from the biggest germaphobe I know in my life, Rocket, a.k.a.
I'm just saying, how do I get one of those suits?
Honestly, yeah. It is, this is where you live. 6 miles away from New Rochelle. It is.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything, Rob? What's the latest?
Not much. Honestly, it's kind of weird. And I don't know. All I'll do is answer the question is I feel like we're not getting enough of the detailed information that I feel like we should be getting. Like, I don't know how many people went through there yesterday. I don't know how many people went through there today. They mentioned they might be setting up another station at Jones Beach to do a similar thing. But that was the extent of it. I feel like they're picking and choosing what information is told to the public. For I'm sure several reasons, but I feel like we just get pounded with the same stuff over and over again in the news. I think it's the same consistent level of news, and nothing digs too deep. Like like the guy that spawned this whole thing in New Rochelle, that lawyer guy, who spread it to so many people.
Right.
I don't know where he's at. I haven't seen anything, and like just because you read something doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Like I feel like there's such limited information that's being told.
You bring up a good point. I haven't seen like a coronavirus survivor on TV yet, like giving a spiel. I haven't seen one.
Yeah.
And just last week, if you listen to conservative radio, like Rush Limbaugh, for example, I just caught like a glimpse of his fucking show like a week ago, right before all this shit broke out and the NBA shut down, everything, all the sports went away, and worldly travel was banned and whatever. Literally, fucking Rush Limbaugh was on his radio show saying that the Democrats are making up this coronavirus shit so that they can get Trump out. Yeah, they literally was saying that. Literally.
We're making up this global pandemic where the Democrats are making up.
They weren't making it up. They were pushing it to get Trump, fucked on the economy and in turn fucking blah, blah, blah. Right? And I'm just like, all right, fucking. Yeah. All right, Rush. Then 2 days, not even a day later, the NBA shut down their shit.
Right.
All right. And I'm just like, and I started thinking back to listening to that fucking dickhead who literally got the Medal of Freedom from the big orange motherfucker. Like, this is ridiculous, man. That's idiocracy shit right there. That's crazy. That dude makes billions of dollars doing radio. Karma's fucking paying him a nice visit with that stage 4 cancer, honestly. Right. But, That is fucking ridiculous.
It's crazy. This is not the time to be thinking like that. It's just terrible.
Well, that's where we were at a week ago. Yeah. Now we're here, and we believe what the news. A week ago, I didn't believe anything the news said. Now I have to believe it because there's this going on.
Right.
But yet you do bring up a good point. I've yet to see fucking anybody interview a coronavirus person. Anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right, I guess it's happening.
Right. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
I mean, none have recovered in the U.S. at this point. I mean, in New York, at least. I don't know about the rest of the country.
Yeah.
But and also keep in mind, I mean, just to say it, we have like 600 some odd cases here. I'm assuming most of them are, focused more towards the Manhattan and the Westchester area, like somewhere in the middle of like, New York State probably doesn't have many cases, if any, at this point, so because you're just getting by a state basis, not like a general, which is the map I would like to see. I would like to see a more detailed drill down map.
Oh, like county by county?
Yeah, county by county breakdown to see where things are.
Like that shit they do on the fucking election.
Yeah,
night.
like the map you're showing, it just says 613 for New York, but I'm telling you, the far majority
it's in Manhattan.
The tri-state area down by Manhattan and more Westchester, people. And that's it.
I tell you what, you're at 613, man. You weren't even fucking. I'm at 12 in Arizona. 12 cases.
Yeah, this is a little outdated because I think we now have over 700. I mean, it's like every day.
Well, that's the crazy thing about it. It's like every day it fucking jumps up. You're just like, what the fuck? You can't.
But to reiterate, as you and I'm sure everyone knows, like those are cases. That's not deaths, and there's been 5 fatalities, but the far majority is just people with a bad flu, if even a bad flu, because you could just have like a little sniffle and have the virus, and that's the extent of it, and then it's over with. So I'm hoping in the next few days to start to see some recovered.
RCJ in the chat room from the great state of Florida, Miami. There are apparently patient videos on YouTube you can watch. But I don't know.
What does that mean?
I guess that proves that there's people out there with the coronavirus. I don't know. I don't exactly want to meet somebody with the coronavirus, but I don't believe anything the news tells me. Not that I don't believe that the coronavirus is happening. I do believe it's happening, but I still feel like some of the information we're getting from the news is a little jaded. Well, something. There's something spin for some sort of agenda.
Jaded or limited. Yeah, I mean, that's the scary thing. I mean, the news has the ability to skew it if they want, which is just disturbing.
Yeah.
There's nothing preventing a news station from skewing their news.
They fucking got, But I feel like CNN's the only one that's been really, like, on the board with this because...
Well, they've been kind of basically bashing Trump at this point.
Yeah, they do that. They spend,
I mean, what's his name? What's the black dude's name? He's just basically calling out Trump. He's like
Don Lemon?
He's saying like he doesn't understand. Like it's not good when a news reporter is giving opinions, but that's where we are in news. Lemon just like making comments about Trump at this point.
716.
Which I'm not saying he's right or wrong in his comments, but as a news reporter, you shouldn't be making those.
Yeah, they're both terrible because I watched Fox 2 and like after Trump gave his fucking one of his updates, his speech from his Oval Office.
Right.
It was just I had Fox on at that time, and after that, it was an hour and a half of like every analyst that Fox pays to do analysis. Every single one came on and praised him, and then Laura Ingraham came on. Her show started, and she was just like, "Fuck the Democrats," just playing clips of the Democrats going, "Trump sucks." Like I was like, "This is ridiculous." I was like, "There's a fucking pandemic happening, people." That was the day the CDC said it's a pandemic, and she's just doing this. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on in this world, man?
Does not help at all.
It's just stupid. We are living, and Rock and I hopefully will be here until the end, where it gets the bottom of stupidity.
Oh, I thought this was my great plan to get out of doing the show.
The day a wrestler is a president of the United States, Rock and I will retire. Our job is done. Right. It'll be me, Rock, and we'll have Mike Judge on as a guest. And we'll say, "You are right, Mike. Signing off from the Lunatic Radio Show. Sayonara, people." And then you'll hear me eat a gun and go, "I'm out of here."
Aw.
No, you'll hear me say this.
It's really nice to be on your own. There's no one tying you down. You listen to music whenever you like. You masturbate whenever you want. Go for walks whenever you like. Have a chat whenever you like. I don't miss companionship at all.
That was from the great movie The Lobster. And you also
man, boy, that movie kind of set up for this pandemic.
Yeah, we are all loners now. We are all loners. And this is...
Are you guys doing the social distancing thing? John Noodle's asking. I guess so, pretty much. Yeah, you know, it's not like forced, but you have to at this point.
I do social distancing with my career. Anytime success is in the area, I avoid it.
Keep back 6 feet.
Yeah. There's a lot of yeah. No, I'm practicing the social distancing. I have gone to the gym twice, which is probably a bad idea.
Wait, you're going to the gym still?
Yeah. It's probably a terrible idea.
Is there a lot of people there still? Or have you noticed the difference in
no, people haven't shown up, and I'm probably, I should probably take that as a hint.
Or, it's completely clean. If no one's there, then there's no germs to get if you're basically the only one there.
Yes, I am. I wipe down everything, It's a process. It's a process.
With his tongue.
It's a process going to the gym. I am wiping down everything. There's a lot less ass to stare at,
that's a shame.
Which is disheartening because usually I go to the gym just to stare at ass. Really, you do the side, the eyes to the door type stares. You don't like fucking stare at it like, it's a fucking sandwich. You just give one glance and you move away. You keep moving.
Right.
But there's no ass.
Can't keep that long. That look too long because then it gets weird.
Thanks to the coronavirus, there's no motivation to go to the gym really anymore.
So there's no one to look at, and you're risking getting the coronavirus, and you press on. Good for you.
I think that our gym has more people now. Well,
that's interesting because people are working at home, so they're just taking advantage of the time. I could see that spin, but I don't know.
Well, here's the problem: it's like everybody's working from home now. They're going to be so less productive. Come on.
Hey, man, listen, we were on the Zoom tip before a lot of these people. Don't forget it.
Right.
We're the originators of Zoom. Just joking.
Yes, I have been self-distancing myself from females for a very long time. Yes. It's all right though,
You're healthy.
I tell you what, Rocky, you hit now that we got this pandemic out there, I feel more at home. I feel like now everybody's living my life.
Yeah.
Stocking up
on how you do now.
Stocking up on toiletries and just hanging out by yourself.
You can make like a great little how-to video for YouTube on how to live a self-quarantine life.
Yeah.
You could show people how it's done. You're totally fine.
Yeah, I'd be honest with you. I have minimal food. I really don't need a lot. When you're by yourself, you don't need a lot. You don't need fucking all this shit. You don't really need every condiment. You don't need every spice in the spice cabinet. You just need, you need like fucking few Gatorades, some beers, a sandwich that you buy at like Walmart. And you're
this is valuable information.
You're literally set for like 2 days. That's it.
Wait, one sandwich comes in 2 days?
I got 2 rolls of toilet paper in my entire place. I'm good. I take one shit a day. At my size, I take like one shit a day. I'm good. That's like fucking a little bit of toilet paper. The amount of toilet paper that I'm fucking producing as waste is minimal.
You could be like the spokesperson for self-quarantine.
I'm the fucking LeBron James of self-quarantine. I am the fucking best at it. Literally.
Teach people things to do while you're home alone. You could get into teach people about podcasting and how that helps. Makes the time go.
By the way, people, if you want to call in instead of typing me paragraphs in the chat room, 716-325-0299. The phone lines are open.
People are afraid that they're going to get the virus. So,
well, Rock is. I was afraid. I was thinking about wearing a mask doing the show with Rock because he's so close to the largest cluster of coronavirus, COVID-19 cases in the United States. Rock,
it's bizarre.
Yeah, I know you explained this, but do you feel? I mean, you are a major fucking germaphobe. Like when your trip to Walgreens is ridiculous because the amount of shit you leave with.
I panicked a little bit. I've been panicking a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. you know, I kind of got to the point the other day. I was sitting at the office and I was working, and I just stopped what I was doing. I put my chair back. I texted my wife and I said, I'm going to the supermarket, because I don't feel right. Not like from a health, I didn't feel right about the situation. And I just went to the store and I got all sorts of stuff. Now, keep in mind that my part of my defense, outside of my general anxiety of the situation and germophobness, is the fact that I have a very small child, a 2-year-old, not even fully 2-year-old. So I want to make sure that he is accounted for and there's food here and all that. So yeah, I immediately ran to the store and I just immediately started buying lots of frozen stuff. But even when I went, it had already started. There was already a lot of stuff gone. So,
right. I mean, you got to be wary of your health because you have a little one. I'm the same way. And this is the point Rock and I need to stress to folks. And this is not a joke. You need to be this is the time where you can't be selfish out there. You got to think of the guy next to you, because say you're ill or something, you touch that guy next to you, that person's got to go home and he's got to deal with, he's going to infect other people. He might have elderly parents or young children or a fucking cat, you know? You don't want to get I believe animals can't get the COVID virus. But you got to be weary. You got to be conscious. You can't be selfish in this time of the fucking COVID virus, Rock.
Right. No, that's exactly it. And basically, this disease is not about the 25-year-old getting deathly sick. It's about the 25-year-old being completely fine, just running amok and passing it along to other people. Right. Like everybody needs to be cautious and careful.
John D. Noodle checking in. I better not call in then. We have almost 4,000 cases here in our country. Oh, geez, he's in Germany. I heard that Germany's on lockdown too. They're all in flights, outbound flights, they're just locked up.
They're just going to change the name of the country to Germ.
Fucking Germany. Yeah. What's crazy is that the flight restriction thing, and I'm waiting for them to do it domestically, meaning we can't fly within the United States. Here we go. Call, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I figured I'd call in.
Yes, sir. What's your name? Where are you from?
Yeah, I'd let you know that I took my mother grocery shopping Friday. Mm-hmm. She wanted to go to the store. She didn't apparently know about all this stuff. And the store, the lines were all the way to the back of the store, to the register. They were completely out of toilet paper. And she wanted some dry beans, and they were almost out of those.
Not the dry beans. And
I noticed, too, that the flour section in the baking aisle was almost empty.
See, those are the smart people, because they're going to bake shit. See, I respect that. That's smart thinking. Don't just buy pre-made shit. Get the flour. You get it's a lot less cheaper. You just make your own shit. I like that.